you. Oh,
started.
Thank you, thank you. Wow, don't I feel like Princess Buttercup? Wow. Yeah.
This is my favorite part of the day, Krista said.
Well, I'm so glad. It's my favorite part of the day, too, and especially when Phil's home. I mean, we might bust each other's chops, but boy, am I so glad when he's home. Makes me happy.
All right, Susan, I started a GoFundMe and was wondering if I will be getting help through it, please and thank you.
Let's take a look. Susan's GoFundMe. Will you be getting help through it? For Susan. Okay, you're walking away from some old way of doing things, and I really like it. The teamwork is coming in, and it's going to come in, but it's going to come in a little bit slow at first, so don't be disappointed. You're walking away from something else that you are long overdue to walk away from. Here is what I like seeing. The Three of Coins with the teamwork coming in here. This unity and teamwork energy. And then this is a little bit of a card of the miser, so this is why I say it might take a little bit of slowness. People are still trying to figure out their own stability going on right now. But yeah, I think this is what bodes the wellest, the best. I think I showed that to you upside down. But it feels right on. Anything else Susan needs to know? Because we're getting nosy. Because we like to get nosy. Yeah! Look at this. This Two of Cups. Yeah, there is something very good about that. So, you know, just as a sidebar, you might want to check and make sure all the information's current. Check for typos. Do the editor's type of run through on your text or what you've put through so it's clear communication, because that always helps. But yeah, I think it's going to be good. Good luck on that, honey. Good luck.
Kim is asking if I'm tapping. Yes,
Oh,
I
good to
am
know.
tapping.
All of a sudden, I just see this phone. And... All right, dude. But yeah, and this is like the Wild Creatures or something tarot. I know the names of most of the tarot decks, and not always, but I think that's what this is.
Oh, man.
Yeah.
Okay, wow. Good luck on the GoFundMe.
Good luck. Good luck. Good luck.
Thank you, Angie and Phil, so much. I needed to hear that.
Yeah. Fingers crossed for you, honey.
I asked because we could hear it. Oh, okay. Wow. Damn,
Good
I didn't
to
think
know.
I was pounding on the damn thing.
Well, okay, now we know.
Tess said, I love the Phil and Angie show.
I think that you can hear Phil really good because he's actually closer to the phone. And I feel like I'm shouting from the Grand Canyon. And he's like actually got the phone closer to him physically. So that's probably why.
Whoa, Angie.
Well, thanks, Captain Obvious.
Wow.
You're welcome.
Vania is here. Long time no see.
Hi.
Janica is here. Wow.
Hi.
Nice.
Good to see
Okay,
you
I
guys.
saw a question from Krista.
Okay.
Are Val and Nick meant to be or to not be?
Are Val and Nick meant to be or to not be? We're going to the Pulp Girls Tarot. Val and Nick. Meant to be or not be? This is just 3 cards in the energy of the day. Why does that one want to come out? Oh, it's tricky. One of them is really kind of rigid, rules, uptight. There's a lot of conflict. They can start fresh, but it feels like they will do a dance, a circle of conflict over and over. Competition, conflict. Egos are in their way a lot. So meant to be or not be, they can be, but it's difficult. This is conflict, competition. I would say, if you want a difficult relationship, that's the perfect one. So, are they meant to be and it's easy peasy? No. Are they meant to be teaching each other and like kind of growing for a little bit? Probably. So, meant to be and harmonious, not with this card and with this card. They can get a fresh start and maybe have a better experience, but I'd say no, they're not meant to be in the way that people think happy ever after, perfect ending, perfect mate, perfect start. No.
She put, yeah, that's a fair assessment, and I'm too close to the situation to get a clear read.
There is a little bit of sun on this, and this is the happiest card in the deck. They might go in for a happier season, but I don't know. They might be in for a happier season. It's just, this one comes in so strong, and I'm not sure what that's about. And it's just a minor, but that's the energy of today. In 3 days, maybe they'll be a little closer to this, and it would come up a little differently. But that's a big question, and they can figure out their own shit. They can figure it out. Let them do their own shit. Let them figure it out, and don't worry too much. Their lessons, they'll get it. But right now, if they're squabbling or having trouble, don't get caught up in the drama. Don't get caught up in the worry.
Oh, I know what
Doesn't
the cards is about that. Is
Yeah.
about, LOL.
Yeah. So anyway, that's what came through. And this is the Pope Girls Tarot. This one of these days, I swear I'm going to get a second deck of this one. It's really a fun one. I don't know what that day will be that I'll get a second deck of this one, but I really do like it, and it's quite fun. So every once in a while, I think, I need to get a second one of that. You guys know how I am. I like seconds and sometimes thirds and fourths, but this one, it really is quite good. Oh,
Whoa.
Magician and the Burden card in this deck, just in case you want to see them. Super cute. Super cute.
Oh,
All right.
She said, thank you. I appreciate the clarity.
You're welcome. You are welcome. All right.
Okay, we have Janica.
Okay.
Do you see a job coming my way?
Janica, do I see a job coming your way?
Lauren, you're on deck.
We're going to the Rings of Fate Tarot, and this is traditional looking, but looks more like it's come out of a sketchbook or an art book. I see a job coming your way. I do. What's up with that? I do. There's a little bit of weariness and resilience. It's going to take a little bit of time, but I do. You have to prioritize what's important. Clean something up about the way you communicate. Be very, very clear, and then it lines up. It's going to take a little while. This is when things start hurrying up. So you're going to have to be patient, stay resilient, stay strong. You can handle it. Endure for a while. I know that's a patience tester. Be clever, strategic. This is considered the thief, but it's also cover your ass. It's the CYA card. Protect your priorities. Know what they are first as you're applying for different jobs and putting your stuff out there. And then boom, 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 boom. It's lining up. Yes. What else? One more. Yeah. Feels like where you are right now. You just have to make a plan. Get a little bit more clear about the plan. Be resilient. Be ready. It's going to take a little bit more time than you think. But then it's going to boom, 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 boom. So it feels like it's coming in. Does it feel like it's coming in tomorrow or even next week? No. Does it feel like as March kicks in and as we're going into the after March 7th? Yeah. I don't know what that means, but it feels like after March 7th, things are lining up for you. Don't know what that's about. Yeah, that feels right. Okay.
Wow.
That's what I've got. And I hope I'm wrong and it's quicker than that. I really do. It could be much quicker than that. This is just the energy of these cards and what's coming through for you today. So, yeah. Yeah.
Okay. Thank you. I needed that.
You're welcome, honey. You're welcome. Yeah, and I don't think you're doing anything wrong. I think it's just a matter of clarifying and cleaning things up a little bit and really be clear about what it is you want. Cover your ass, protect your priorities. Don't undersell yourself. Be clear about what it is you want. All right. Next.
Okey-doke, Ange. And she sent you a kiss emoji.
Oh, thank you. Back at you.
All right, Lauren's up next for a blind.
Okay, woo!
Sandra on deck.
A blind for Lauren. All right, let's see what we got here. Okay, all right. If I can get these little buggers, they're in there so tight. Okay. All right. I think this is Colette Baron Reed's Energy Oracle, Energy Wisdom Oracle, and I don't know what the names of these are. Darn it! Got an extra card there. An extra couple cards. All right. Yeah, clean up on aisle 7 is always required after the show. This is the one that drew me first. There's something about really the focus. You've got mindfulness and the thought vibrations. This is asking you to be peaceful, quiet your mind. And this is saying resonant choices, signature signals. It feels like the messages that are trying to come through, you need to make more space for quiet. And then it has ancestral and historical connections and purpose coming through. This is interesting to me. It's like Spirit is trying to get a message through to you, but you're too noisy. There's too much chatter around. Now, whether that's other people's drama, whether it's the daily grind, whether it's just noises like TV, blah, 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 worry, whatever it is, it's too noisy. You need to quiet it down. And it really feels like they're trying to get something through. What do we have above and below here? Can people see this, honey? Is this good?
Yeah.
Visually? Okay. Thank you. Above, below. Whoa! Okay. All right. Holy shit balls. This is like, yeah, they're trying to get your attention. Now this one, grief, rebirth, something you need to let go of, let go of, let go of. There's an old pattern in here. I'm getting the energy of the Reaper energy, Hermit energy, and a little bit of Devil energy from the Tarot, all combined in here. Then you need the death and rebirth. This is what's coming up. And then the Tower here, courage, faith, and fighting spirit. There is something they are trying to get through, and there's something you're avoiding hearing. And it's going to take a little bit, and it's a truth that you need to be aware of and take action on. Not just be aware of and do nothing, not just be aware of and ponder. That's like turning on the radio station either side of where the exact station is. You're just going to get static and part of the song is garbled. You need more clarity than this. You need to focus, and laser in. Okay, what else is going on? I feel like I'm getting a crossword puzzle coming through. We're going to continue laying this out as if it were exactly that. We've got Chopwood, New Life, Come to the Edge, Orphan, and Thinker. Again, about the thinking. There is something you need to do, the action of the chop wood. The new thing coming through with the death and rebirth coming through big. Come to the edge. It's coming to the edge of something and letting go. The things that you feel, sometimes with the orphan cards, you would get energy of abandonment or issues of not enough, worthiness issues, things like that. Things that you need to let go, old labels that you need to let go, need to be let go. New thoughts need to be allowed to have the room to grow. That you need to plant these new thoughts in new ways, like you would plant seeds. And you need to tend to that garden a little bit more. This is what's coming through. The old ones need to just be shot. If you're feeling invisible, if you're feeling not heard, if you're feeling misunderstood, all of these things, if you focus on them too much, you're not going to get to clarity if you're spending time dwelling on what's not working or revisiting, ruminating. Don't be doing that. It's not serving you well. You need to let it go. The rumination is valid for about 2 beats, and then it's got to go. You got to learn from that. What else is going on? This feels like it wants to come through. Right here. Time for a nap. To the sea. Tick-tock. You've got a little bit of time for rest, a little bit more time for rest, and then it is definitely time to get going. Yeah, it's about getting back into the flow of things again. This is what it's about. So when you are doing the mindful and thoughtful stuff, it's very different than the energy that goes into overthinking. Being mindful and overthinking are not the same. One of them will give you clarity and more energy, and the other one will drain you. You know the difference, so employ your knowledge to get better wisdom. That's what I've got. That's complete. Wow, that was big. That's a pretty big combination of oracle cards to get. Yeah, I like that combo. Sorry, it's a little bit, but it is. Yeah, it's not the time for rumination anymore. I think you've done that plenty, is what I'm getting. So you'll know. I don't have to lecture anymore. Sorry. Yeah.
Oh, man.
That's what I got.
Thank you so much. Makes sense to me.
Oh, good. They usually do. I don't always know the specifics or any of the specifics, but I know what's coming through. And if you guys know and it makes sense to you, excellent. Great.
Red Jessica said hello.
Hello, Red Jessica.
If you've never been with Angie's before, Angie's Live, this is Angie's cards.
This is the cards.
All around.
And then over here is more tarot. The other side has mostly oracle. And this is tarot. So I probably have 120, 130 oracle decks and like 720 tarot, something like that. So a lot of cards. I love them. Love. Especially the tarot. Love that. So, okay.
All right. So Red Jessica is a real life bestie of Krista.
Oh, hi then. Hi.
Dawn is here. She said, hey, everyone.
Hi, Dawn. Hi.
Brenda's here. Haven't seen you in a while.
Well, you haven't been home for a while, but yeah.
Michelle said, I have 32. I'm slowly trying to make it.
You know what? Just take your time and get the ones you like. And not all of them are you going to like. And the ones that you think you won't like sometimes surprise you and kick your ass and call you out. And so, yeah.
And Steph is here.
Hi, Steph. Hi. Go see Tarot by the Sea, Intuitive Seer, either way or both. Go follow. All right. You guys know I'm probably preaching to the choir already.
Looks like Janelle is here.
Hey, Janelle. All right.
All right, Sandra is up next.
Okay, Sandra.
All right, and Sandra asked a question, so let me find it real quick. Okay, had my interview this morning. Let's see what the cards have to say.
Let's see what the cards have to say. Had my interview this morning. Let's see what the cards have to say.
It's a mini read.
I want to go to Sasrabito. Now, I don't have a second deck of this. If we need to clarify, we'll go right or wait for clarification. This isn't the Sasrabito. This is the Sortilegium. Sorry, I knew it was an S deck. It's the Sortilegium deck. What did I have to say for Sandra? Had your interview this morning. I'm getting the number 5, the number 5, the number 5. That's coming through a lot. There's something, these cards aren't even necessary right now. Number 5, the number 5 keeps coming through. It's like there's been a disruption and a growth. You get the stability of the 4, and then the 5 comes and does all this disruptive stuff, and it's actually pretty good, and it leads you to the 6 and leads you forward. But this number 5 is coming through. This is important. You've got the High Priest here with the number 5 coming strong, strong, strong. Do you have any other 5s here? Nope, we're just not ready for the 6s yet. These 2 6s will be coming in soon. The double 10 is coming up here. Yeah, it is the number 5, the number 5, the number 5. This is coming in pretty strong. What is this about? I don't know if we're looking at March 5th or if we're looking at May, but that's what I'm getting with the 5s as far as if there's any sort of timestamp, I don't know. But the High Priest, the promotion, the job promotion, that's this one. This is Pope card, right? This is Sortilegium, 6 of Pentacles. The universe trying to give you a gift. This is if you share, you get more, and you're trying to do something a little bit differently. This is great. The 8 of Cups saying leaving something else behind, going towards something that's more fulfilling. And the 6 of Swords saying leaving the roughness behind. Now, this comes up for you as often coworker roughness, political roughness. It sounds a little pissy, but what I'm getting is bad systems. Not going into a place that is prone to have bad systems. This is something what it's saying. You're leaving bad systems behind. You're going to something that's a little bit more functional. It's not what you think it would be. It's a little bit different. Something is getting a second chance coming here, and this is the to thine own self be true. It has to be that way. It has to fit just right for you. And then the Empress card, it's reminding you to follow the call of your heart and reminding you how, fertile is the wrong word, but how productive, how receptive, how abundant you are coming through with this Empress. Now let's see what else is going on.
Step 5 is about conflict. Conflict creates change.
Exactly. And it feels like disruption. The way that would be the status quo is disrupted. 4 of Wands. Yeah, it's coming, and it's coming as we get more towards spring and summer. This is what's coming. It feels like the April is going to be a great month, and it feels like it's already so close at hand with starting in the March 5th thing. This is spring card. It's weddings, graduations, and births, celebrations of new achievements, celebrations of new victories. 9 of Coins. The independent woman is getting set up. This is taking time in the garden, being really clear about what it is you want, understanding luxury and leisure, understanding time increments as a resource, understanding what it is you want to be doing and surrounded by. Anything else? Yeah. Okay. What do we got here? The Page of Cups. Surprise, surprise. This is coming through. Surprise, surprise is coming through big. The Empress is who is surprised. The delightful surprise. Of course the Empress would know what to do with Stinky Fish Tea. Of course she would know what to do with the young helpers, people that are offering help that might be a little bit younger. They are going to surprise her. The creative student, the creative artist. This is the creative artist card coming through. Surprise, surprise, yes. This is an ally that is actually a little bit younger. Very surprising. Page of Pentacles. This is the young student coming in. You got the young student and the young creator, both of this coming in. This is something new coming in, something fresh, and it's really, really helpful. This feels like the actual person being represented. This feels like the energy that's combined with these two. If this is you and this is someone else, this feels like the energy that's being combined. Anything else? What falls out of here? 3 of Swords. The heartache, the pain, the new way of thinking is going to be a little bit painful. It's not necessarily bad, but it isn't great to have to deal with something that's a painful way of thinking, a painful way of letting go of something. And then the Hermit. There's a lesson in here for you. This is a little bit of dark night of the soul. This is something that's going to have to be learning something new that is a painful thing. And it can't just stay in stalemate energy. You have to move beyond it. The Two of Swords stalemate, you have to move beyond. Hermit's asking you to move a little bit higher. Examine your own shadow side a little bit, and then hold the light for others. Okay, all right. This is asking you to employ your wisdom and employ your heartache and not let it get you stuck, pinned, trapped. No, 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 no. What's been heartache before doesn't need to be a stumbling block anymore. You need to climb above and beyond. Yeah, yeah. And the liberation that you've experienced, the tower is that beautiful disaster, and it brings freedom after the catastrophe. So this is asking you to honor what was, as far as what was there with the tower, not try and rebuild it. Don't try and do the same old patterns because it won't serve. Honor the wisdom. Climb above and beyond this. Be confident in what you're doing going forward and be a little bit more approachable. There's a little bit of softening being asked for, even though these are both very, very confident. They're not as cold and bitchy as the Queen of Swords sometimes gets the bum rap to be. But this is being approachable, being warm, and letting that warmth come forward a little bit more. Sometimes I think there's a reluctance for you to do this, and it's okay to allow that. So allow a little bit of that vulnerability. Allow that through. It will help you move forward. That's what I've got. That's complete. And this is the Sortilegium deck. And I don't have a second yet of this, and I wanted it when I got it, and it's like, but I can't buy two every time, guys. So, yeah, that's what I got. So I hope that helps. Yeah. I like that for you. I very much like it. And I like the young contender is what I'm getting. And I don't know if that's even the right term, but that Page of Cups energy that's coming through, the creativity, it feels like it's going to be something that's inspiring, that it gets you more excited about the job, and it feels like somebody younger than you that's coming up, not in a threatening, not in a competitive way, but just a surprising. So some of our best friends aren't always our same age.
All right. And Sandra said thank you.
You're welcome, honey.
And what was the other thing that we learned that the tower was? The cosmic what? The
wrecking ball. The cosmic wrecking ball, somebody said the other day, and it was great. And it's like, yeah. So Chad always calls it the plot twist. I call it the beautiful disaster. Some people call it the disaster, but it's like everything comes tumbling down, and then you have to rebuild. And the cosmic wrecking ball is a great way to see it. Yeah, the universe is bringing something else new through. Yeah.
That was on a TV show too, where they were doing
Yeah.
like a tarot read on a TV show,
and
she's
I don't
like,
remember which show it was. It was like, oh, that's good.
She's like,
That's good.
The tower, the cosmic wrecking ball. Like,
Yeah.
do your commercial real quick.
Okay. Here's the commercial. Paid list is open. There's $20 for the blind or $30 for the year ahead. Both of those you don't ask a question. If you want to ask a question, you can get a mini or a full. And these I do get a little bit nosy. It's usually 7 to 10 cards or 15 to 20 cards, give or take 5 or 7 or whatever that we're doing. So whatever you want to do on that. If you want one of my specialty reads, that's Past Lives, Bones, or Crystal Ball. And that plus cards is what's going on with those reads. Those are $50. And it's Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal. So Venmo is the @ A Feisty Butterfly. Cash App, the $, The Feisty Butterfly, THE, The Feisty Butterfly. And then PayPal is afeistybutterfly@gmail.com. So that's how you can reach me or pay me or whatever. There you go, honey. Will you hold that? Thank you. And I'll get some water.
Those are the apps. Sandra
Yep.
put, it's for a state job that I interviewed for this morning. Hopefully I'll get offered the job.
Mm-hmm. I hope so. It could be really good. I hope so. So good luck on that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we have Krista, then we have Brittany, then we have Alicia.
Okay.
Krista is a drum roll past life.
Yay! Yay! Okay. Past life for Krista. All right. Hang on one second. Okay. Get these past life cards out. Really, really surprised to be in here. This one, like I have my little trays labeled. And this isn't my usual past life ones, but this is where we're going. Really wild. Okay. Let's see what we can do with these. All right, Krista, past life. Okay. What do we got going on here? Let's see first. These are all mixed. Let's give them a good shuffle. I want one of these in the middle, then we'll get 2 of these on the side. It's really interesting. it's like there's not necessarily thick and heavy air, but it feels like fog and mist coming through. A little bit of this cloudy energy where there's moisture, but it's in the lowlands, the low grounds. I don't know why. Hail, hypothermia, ice age energy. This is the thick air coming down. And ritual priest. Wow. This is a time that feels very, very tribal instincts were going on. This is a ritual priest that's got like this Mayan energy type coming through here. And then the ice age. There's something common between these two ages where it was very, very difficult. Feels like we're going a little bit forward beyond that. Close encounter. And the water guardians. This has a little bit of extraterrestrial coming through and water gardens. So this is very interesting. We're getting 3 different eras all colliding into this one. Show her these cards. Just show the images. But we'll see what's coming through a little bit more on these. I want what's on each side. It's a certain archetype that you're carrying through on each of these. It feels like in each of these eras you've been present. This is the one that those other 2 combine to bring forward. Watcher or guardian. The desert, the village. This is here. This is here. One more. Okay. All right. I don't even know where to put these. What I'm getting is this is going with this is going with this, and these 2 come here. What I'm getting is there was 3 lives that are coming in really clear, and this one is where we'll focus, and we'll go in with these cards a little deeper. But this is like early on village, young child, didn't live very long in this one, learned just kind of how to human a little bit, boom, 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 in the lowlands, in the fog, died early, like I'm getting croupy. It's the thick air that gets in the chest, croupy, pneumonia, bronchitis, all this kind of weird stuff in the lungs, and short lifespan going on here. Desert stuff. Played quite a bit, but this go of things, it doesn't feel like you made it beyond even the 15, 16 mark. This feels like you were less than 4 or 5. So you've had a couple practice experiences is what it feels like going through. And then this time you come through and there's the guardians around. There's Thanos energy and then the maiden energy. This is where you get a little bit beyond this. This is where you're getting into maiden and young and early 20s. This is what I want to explore. You're learning how to breathe easier in this life than this one. You're learning how to operate a little bit better in this life than this one. It's accrued lessons over many lifetimes, but this is the one I want to explore. The maiden and the watcher or guardian, and it feels like somebody from this particular life is here. This one, not as much. This was like learning to run obstacles. This one, it feels like somebody that would perhaps be parent or family. And this feels like old, like when humans were just very, very nomadic before they even did agricultural stuff. It feels that far back. It's probably one of the farthest back lives that I've ever felt come through. This one's more modern, and it's still pretty ancient. And this is the most modern, so I want to go here. Let's see what's going on. This is the deck that wanted to call me first, so we're going to go there. Then we'll go in these.
But I have chills.
Let's see what's going on. Wild. So wild. What was it you learned? This one feels like it was a little bit of an easier go. The good luck charm. Yeah, a little bit of the easier go. Okay. All right. Put this. Hang on. What I'm getting is this feels very much signature how you would be presenting here in this maiden lifetime. The fact that you had a house for a while, your family had shelter, had a house. This is past the nomadic stage, past the agrarian age, but you had a house for a while. It didn't last forever, but you had it for a while. You were a little bit hardier in your stamina, in your ability to endure in this life because of what you had been through before. It's like the soul remembers, just like our bodies remember, our soul remembers too. And so you being out in the cold wasn't something that freaked you out. You having to be homeless for a while didn't freak you out. But it feels like you had the home when you were younger. As you were older, the homelessness changed, the situation changed. People just flat out didn't live as long there. It's like you're going into a space where there's comfy, cozy, but can you handle it? There's something about you won't like to play that. This is coming through. This is still a pattern that you're in and will be dealing with. You won't like to play the games that are some of the social games, and that you will feel a little bit outsider energy. It's why the Watcher, the Guardian, the alien energy is here. It's why it's there. It's definitely why it's there. It's why we're going to go into this deck now. Just one second. We've got the King of Wands here. This is yet to come in the story. So we're going to give, this is something you're experiencing now about being the outsider looking in or not quite fitting in. Feels like in the now energy of this life, and it feels like it's a pattern you're still working with and through in modern, in this now moment. Not here, but in this now moment, right? This is something else that's coming through. This King of Wands, learning how to lead strongly, learning how to inspire, learning to feel more comfortable instead of small, playing big. Small, big. Okay, but what do we got here? I want to see these two. This just shows me the housing and shelter requirements. Now, we're going into the Tarot of the Fairies, which is really kind of some of the creepiest fairies I've ever seen. That frozen energy again. It's very frozen energy and getting stung energy. If you don't honor the sporadic pacing here, you get stung, and this is what's happened. And you leave the cold energy and you go radically into something else. It's like you're out in the cold, boom, 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 and then all of a sudden the warm spring energy, but you're not loving it there. What's going on with that? Where did you go to? From mountains to meadows, from high keeps, high castles, ice keeps, to meadows. Yeah. Look at these climate contrasts here. No wonder. You are doing some extreme balancing here. Here's one life that has a shortness, but it's extreme, and it's cold, cold. Here's another life that's a little bit longer, but it's hot, hot. This is the balance, this is the balance, and it's what you're trying to learn. And it is a challenge, big time challenge going on here. What else is going on in this card? This still feels like the energy in the correct age. And this feels like 18 to 30. So this is what we're getting coming through here. So yeah, the 20s is about right on that. There's a partnering going on. Ooh, this person partnered with you here and partnered with you here. This is romantic partnering. Clap, clap. Romantic partner that's been in this one, that's been in this one, it's been in this one too. And this outside and learning to lead by your own lights, it comes after you meet the partnering. 25, what's 25? Okay, we're going into the dark woods now. You can show her these. But it's just, wow.
Clapping bodies?
I'm clapping my hands, but what it is coming together. Yeah. There could be some bump and grind. Yeah, you bet. What I'm getting is that in this life that we're looking at of the maiden life, there was a partner that's been with you in the other lives, maybe experiencing similar things. Like this one, you died so young, and this one, you weren't much older, but they were close by. So they have traveled similar path, fated path. Oh, coming in strong, strong, strong. This is about him. Him, them, whatever. Other. Him. Coming in very masculine. Him. Coming in. Clutching you out of something. Taking you out of this. Just like over to here. Whatever was this. Over to here. This is coming through. Yeah, real puffed chest. Gaston energy on this one. If you know your Disney, it's very Gaston energy. And this particular Gaston is actually less of a jerk, but just as big of a character. This one's a funny one. Slightly older than you here, but this energy coming in strong. Like, yeah. Yeah, your strength is honored and seen by this one. He's felt it before here. He's felt it before here. And in this life, when you're in the maiden life, he sees it and knows it as soon as this is happening and you're surviving this home and then no home, this tower of a moment, this all of a sudden cold blah, blah, blah. It's easily recognized. It feels like you were made homeless young. You were very resilient and strong. And this one enters in, not because you can't handle things on your own, but because you handle them on your own so well. It feels like an equal pairing, equal strength. Yeah. Yeah. Very much. Okay. What else? Tell me more about their situation. I thought we would only be getting youth in this, but this is other, and I want more on this. What's going on in this situation? Oh yeah, oh yeah. The independence streak is really strong in you. It's why you don't like small talk and stupid frivolous party talking. You can do the chitty chatter, but like fuck it. Can we just get to the point? That feels like the energy of this woman here. And this is taking the leap of faith, going out on your own very, very strongly. You can do the teamwork thing. You know how to celebrate. You know how to have a good time. You do have in this life here a little bit of in your cups coming up. Yeah. Yeah. You're very functional. But yeah, you don't mind a good stiff drink, and you can hold your own with the men at the bar. Like you could drink Gaston under the table is what's coming through. And the star, you might get a little reckless coming through there. We're going to let that one be because I didn't put the Sharpie clothes on that star. But she's like arched back. Yeah, yeah. You know your power here. Wow. And this one just makes you feel even more confident. You have plenty of confidence, but yeah, a strength coming through in this one. Really, really strong. What's going on here? There's a certain grove of trees that you like to go to, a certain area, like a grove, meadow, and then the forest. So it's the meadow just before the forest. You like that kind of energy. You don't like straight up on the meadow. You don't want just wide open spaces. You want the forest. You want the forest. And it's down from the mountains. This is what you're getting. It's very much woods. You like the woods. We're in the dark wood deck, and you are liking that. Hierophant here. There's something about teaching energy. Strong female teaching. You start something that you coordinate. You start networking a little bit differently with women. The strength of what you know, the strength and knowledge, you have to keep it a little bit on the down low and decoded, because it feels like this is a time where patriarchy was present, but you were strong, wise, and smart. This feels like you here as you're approaching 30. You've been in the woods long enough. You know the animal patterns. You know the secrets of the woods. You know the secrets of survival is what I'm getting. Strength coming through again. Yeah, you know the brewery and the brews. You know how to run a still, whatever that would look like back then. You know how to get the ales, like whatever would be the whiskey or the vodka. You know how to do that. And you know how to do the thing that would be also the healing energies too. You have this wise crone energy coming through. I don't know what that's about. And the Page of Wands. A lot of magic going on. It feels like you have children coming through. How many children are there? There's 2.5. Why am I getting 2.5? The 2 are individual births. The 2 are 2 children coming through, and the third one you were older, and that one didn't come through. Feels like it didn't quite go very easily or well. You were a little bit older for that to happen. I don't know what else was going on, but it feels like the third one didn't make it through. That's okay. There was experience and wisdom in that loss, but it feels like something that you still have a little bit of pain that you carry in this particular life until you pass over. There's a longing for more kids, but it's part of why you teach and why you teach and why you teach, because of what you lost. Yeah, because of what you lost. You get lost in dream space. It's almost like something that is an elixir, a potion, a liquid formulation that you drink that makes your dreams very, very vivid. And you will let things come through, formulations come through. So you're working in the dream space here. Things are coming through, and you wouldn't have been this. You wouldn't have had this particular potion or whatever without the loss, because it was meant to comfort. And it's like you discovered something that's got hallucinogenic properties to it that's actually helpful. Don't know what that's about. Now we're going a little bit beyond there. You still like to stay a little bit outside of the typical village. It's why you like the woods, because you get more privacy. Most people like the city or the meadow, but you're staying outside of it. Now in this one, also it is showing you a little bit, think old crone, and we would think of it old crone, and we would think what we have as modern imagery, but the old crones back then were probably about my age, you know. This is 45, 50 right here is what I'm getting here coming through. You've passed this one, but like, shoo, get things away. Yeah, you're not going to suffer fools at this one. What's going on with this one? Anything else? Yeah, this guy is great for you. This one is super compassionate. He understands. He brings you supplies. He understands what you do. He understands. I think intellectually, he's about on the same level as you, but he knows that you have a particular genius for blending formulations. He would be great at the still, but only at the still and the whiskeys and the ales and the alcohols. You're great at the other stuff too, the healing stuff too. And he's not. And he understands. If you tell him, go fetch me mugwort or unicorn horntail or, monkey paw, whatever it is you tell him and describe in your witchy compendium vocabulary book of formulations, he'll go fetch it. He'll go get it, and he'll go get it fast. And he knows. And there's an urgency. When there's urgency and you feel the urgency, he's on it. He's a really, really good partner. I think he had to live in this life and in this life without you. I think he survived you and lived a little longer than you each time. And it left an ache. So when you come together in this life, there's a quick understanding. Yeah, he goes fast to fetch.
Is he going to be here in this life?
Yeah. Yeah. He arrives a little late is what I get. He arrives a little late. And no, stay here. Stay here. There's something very enticing, and there's something you need to pay attention. And it's like, come on. You're going to have to get out of your comfort zone. This one looks more sinister than what it is. It's more about the gesture. This is he's trying to get you to come. He's trying to get you to follow. He's trying to get the softer aspect of you to go with him. And it's okay, but you're having a little bit of a struggle surrendering some of your independence. This is what's going on. It took a little bit of work to do this before. It's almost like he tried to get you to stay in each of these and he couldn't get you to stay in this one. It's like, come on. So if we translate or extrapolate that to this life, it feels like it's going to be a little bit of work. And you're going to have boundaries and fences and this is leave me the fuck alone energy. And he's going to have to coax a little bit. That's what it feels like. Anything else? I want to go back to this section here. And right here, please. I want to go back. We're around your 45th birthday. A little bit of more coldness, Queen of Swords, the table, the botanicals, the books, the study, it's all accumulated. And the independence, all accumulated. You need to drop some of this. The sense of solitary, that's what's coming through. It's on her sweatshirt, it's on the hoodie. The sense of solitary, it needs to be dropped a little bit as you get there. Not just in relationship with romantic, but also in relationship. You'll need to expand again. Yeah. You'll need to go out and again. You're going to need to expand again. You're going to need to remember your youthful self. And by youthful self, I'm getting 18 to 24. Whatever that energy where you're excited to learn. Student on adventure energy. This is what's coming through. She needs one more adventure before she passes in this particular life. Anything else? There needs to be balance and momentum for this one. Yeah, your ambition. You need to go for your ambition. You start recording your stuff. You start taking on a mentee, a student mentee, something like that. You start taking them on, teaching, passing knowledge. Besides just your kids, it's somebody else younger that you're passing the information to. You teach it. That's what I've got. That's where it's leaving it. It's saying stop. That's what I'm getting.
Wow, Ange.
That was a little bit crazy, but that's what's. Yeah. This was the energy of this until you get to here, and then the energy is like one last bride, one last thing, and one last person to pass the knowledge to. It's about so much more than the early death. It's about so much more than discovering of Gaston, whoever that is. It's about so much more than the Gaston ego energy, and it's more than your own stubbornness. This is something that extreme hot, cold really taught you adaptability, and it's something that carries forward. That's great. Yeah, that surprised me. But yeah, that's what we got. So yeah. And these aren't the ones that usually are pulled for that. I was quite surprised that we even went into that little tray over there.
Said the parallels to this life are uncanny.
Isn't it so weird? I know. I know. I don't know. I can't explain it well enough to people that like don't believe in past lives. I think some of my sisters are like, okay, all right, but it's like they are uncanny. It's like, you gotta be kidding me. But yeah, so yeah, that's what I got. Wild stuff.
She said, I am shook. I love it. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And you don't even know.
You are welcome, and I'm glad that it resonates. I'm glad it makes sense. I'm glad when there's parallels, it means you're carrying a lesson from one of these past lives, and you got like 1, 2, 3, kablam, and this was the one to focus on. You're carrying some of that, and it's probably because you're going to be working in those same lessons and maybe even completing some of them. So that's what I got. I'm gonna get water, but that was beautiful.
It all made sense.
Good.
All right, our list is open. We do have 2 on the list. Brittany and Alicia, if you'd like to get on the list, $20 blind oracle, the $30 year ahead. The one question tarots, 30 for the mini, 40 for the full, and the specialty reads. That was a past life read.
And I love those.
Angie's all-time favorite.
I love them because they're just bizarre. It's like, what? Even I am surprised on these.
And those are the apps we use, Venmo, Cash App, and PayPal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Next
up is Brittany.
Okay.
You're ahead.
Brittany, you're ahead. Oh, we're in the mystical manga or manga, whatever. It's one of my favorites. It took me a while to pick this one up and get it, but this is the deck we're in. And I almost got a third of this. I don't think I did, but I almost did. It's a fun one. If you like the anime or manga type of thing, it's definitely worth consideration. What's going on for you this year? We're getting something about walking the trail in the Dreams of Gaia. If you look up Dreams of Gaia and the card The Child, you will see her. That's what's coming through very, very strongly. It's a whole different deck, a whole different structure system. But it's the child and then the young girl, the maiden. Look up those. I think that's what it's called. It's like beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Dreams of Gaia. It's the early cards. They don't label them quite the fool or whatever. But it's the young girl walking along the path. And what I'm getting is walking the path towards the daisies. And then the plucking of the daisies petals is coming through. What that's about, I don't know. Very, very at ease in nature. Very, very at ease in the world. At ease and connected to Mother Nature in a huge way. Really, really in tune, hugely so. Now here, we have the 6 of Coins. Plentiful gifts around you. Yeah. Gifts everywhere. This is a year of receiving. You already know the lesson of if you share, you get more. And you're good at sharing. And this is a year where you're going to be gifted, receiving. And you see so many things as blessings. It's like you understand how to do gratitude in a really beautiful and natural way. You look for things. You're a kind of a reluctant optimist. Other people might not see you as such, but you actually know this about yourself, which is kind of funny. Optimist is not a bad label, but it's like you don't want people to think of you as Pollyanna, although that is kind of it. Like sometimes I am very feisty and kind of a little bit abrupt, but sometimes I am really just miscongeniality and I want world peace. That's how you feel about the Pollyanna attitude, the glad game, the gratitude attitude that really serves you well. You know because you've seen it amplified. This is huge. Then in this one, we have the 3 of Coins. There's something that you are doing, planning, and this is the co-creating energy, but it's co-creating with a team, and there's more than just the 3 in here. It feels like with multiple people, there's a cause, reason for you to co-create. Let's see what's going on. Okay. Yeah. Assemble your team. The gifts are plentiful, and you're meant to share them with this team. All right. Sorry about the crackly. I took the borders off this deck. It's going to crackle again. Sorry, guys. All right. We're ready. March, April, May, June, July, August, September. Big in September. October, November, December, January, February. All right. Okay. Wow. There's huge celebration for the team next January coming in. Let's see what's going on in the meantime, and we'll get clarifiers along the way. You have the Hierophant. Of course you do. You're the teacher right now. Assemble your team. The Hierophant is the teacher. You are being promoted, elevated, ready to have the keys of wisdom that you already have. You will learn it deeper by teaching it more. The teacher, the promotion, the job promotion, the keys to the kingdom, all of it. Coming through. Gift of wisdom coming through. Boom, boom, pop, pop. Ready to go. That's March. April. Feeling a little bit stuck. Now this is just self-sabotage straight up. It's doubts, and it's being trapped in your thoughts, and can you do what you want to take on? The answer is yes, but in April you're not going to feel it. You're going to feel the but what about what excuses everywhere. It's time to get rid of those. Excuses are just your shadows popping up and cropping up, trying to make you doubt yourself, and you need to overcome it, and then you will overcome it. King of Wands right here. Absolutely. You will overcome it. You will figure out, how do I inspire others? How do I want to inspire others? You think legacy often. It's why you think gratitude often. You think legacy often. How do you want to leave your mark? This is what is going to beat out the shadow that you're playing a game with here in April. In May, Ace of Cups, huge, overwhelming emotion. Lots of love. Lots of overwhelming in the good way. Overflowing is the better word. Yes, overflowing is the better word. Emotion coming through. Lots of spiritual growth, lots of truth, lots of wisdom, lots of joy coming in. June. What you've worked for, you need to evaluate a little bit longer. It's going to take a little bit of time. Now, I've got the duplicate coming in July. You share, you get more. You're going to be asked to give something in July. This is where you're going to be asked to share again. You're mostly receiving this year, but this year, this one is asking you to share whatever it is that's coming in June. You're going to share it in July, and it's going to be really quite good. Anything else on that? July into August? Yes? Yes. Juggling and balance. It might not be the easy share, but it'll be the worthy share, and you'll know what this is about. You're having to figure out, what do you do with your resources, how are we going to use this, and how are you going to grow from it. This is coming through between June and July. Excuse me, July and August. July and August, because this is June, this is July. That's August. The Empress is August. July and August. This is when this is. This is when you're really, really abundant, really receptive, really, really in the creative energy on steroids is what it feels like. I don't know if I'm allowed to say that. This is August. The Empress. Yeah. This has come through, and you guys have heard me, if you've seen me before, you've heard me say, be careful. If you want to get knocked up, this is the time to get knocked up. If not, slap a wrapper on it, take precaution. This feels like that is something you need to be aware of. What is it you want to conceive and bring forth? It's not always about kids. It's not always about having a baby. But for some folks, it literally is. Be aware of what it is you want to conceive and bring forth, because it's coming in fertile myrtle, big time. All right. Then we got here, September, and it came in with a bunch. Yeah, the new star energy, the Fool's coming through. The Five of Wands, a little bit of competing ideas, competing energy. It doesn't feel like competition on deck from a person. It feels like competing ideas, and it's not even a bad agenda. It's just, how do you harness the many, many ideas, the many different things that you want to do, and you'll have to choose. You're going to have to make choices. There's going to be something significant. You've got the Page of Coins here. This is something where you're ready to share a certain specific gift, and you're not supposed to be Robin. You're supposed to be Batman on this card. You have the gift. You've gotten the gift. This is where you're asked to share. This is where you're asked to focus on what it is, your gift, that you want to bring forward and start bringing forward. And the Queen of Coins knows her worth, knows her values, and knows her idea is what she needs to lead with. What feels true is to you is what you need to lead with in September. October, it's like you're starting something out. New school year energy, right? September, the fall energy, starting something new. And September through December and even into January is big. By January, you're celebrating. So October, there's clarity and truth about something. Page of Swords, but it's not taking off quite as quick as you want. Just be a little bit patient. Let's get a clarifier on this. You observed something through here. Very helpful. The truth, the clarity coming through. Yeah, absolutely known. Ooh. Ooh. Show her this. High Priestess, you're coming in big and strong. Big and strong. There is something that you're elevating, going next level on High Priestess year. It's like, because you taught with the Hierophant over here, the High Priestess wants to kick in and level up. Yeah. This is when, like, one of your clairs really cracks wide open for you, and this is October. It's because of how you've handled this through here. It feels like one of your clairs is going to crack open in a new way, and it's probably going to be the claircognizance coming in. The clear knowing. You're overcome self-doubt over here, and the clear knowing is like, did I think that, or was that a drop of knowledge, or was that a download of knowledge? You're going to understand the download of knowledge. You're going to understand it clearly. You're going to understand discernment, and you're not going to give everyone all the answers. You're just not. You know when to share and get more. You know when the discernment kicks in. You're not going to spill all the beans about everything. No. Sometimes you're just going to be, she's not always the most approachable. People have to approach when they're really ready for the wisdom. And this is how you're going to be. You're going to be willing to share the wisdom when people are ready. Other times you'd just be wasting your breath, and you're understanding this, and it's clear cogs, clear cogs. It's like some people could be just like oblivious for ages and drive you batshit, and it's like you're not going to be so invested. If they're going to have to learn the hard way, they're going to have to learn the hard way, and it feels like a couple people are. It's okay. You aren't going to freak out. You're still on your path doing what you need to do. Queen of Wands. You get a little more approachable in November, but you're still going to have this wisdom. The wisdom that you carry, you're going to dispense not so freely. You're going to dispense stingily. And I mean that in a good way. I don't know a better word. But there's a discernment and a stinginess on wisdom. You're not going to suffer fools. You will share some insights, but when the student is ready, the teacher appears. You're going to have people approaching thinking they're ready, and they won't be ready. So that's all I can tell you. They'll approach. You can answer with kindness, answer with warmth, and still be very approachable, but they aren't going to get it just yet. They're going to get it more here. Now, next is Knight of Coins coming through. This is the Queen's Emissary. This is the Mercenary. This is the go where there's value. This is those around you and you yourself going for something of value. You're going to take your time with it because it's worth it. You're going to take your time with it because it's worth it. And develop something slowly because it's worth it. And the reward is definitely going to be there. It feels like, and ka-ching, ka-ching. There's going to be a little bit of monetary reward. Now, December is usually Christmas energy, spending on others. I'm not saying go spend crazy. I'm saying there is a reward, and it feels like you're going to get a little bit extra ka-ching. I don't know why, so don't plan your budget around just a tarot reading, but be aware. If some unexpected extra income comes your way, that's great. That's what I'm feeling. Celebration in January. Something has arrived. What's going on there? Something has arrived. And there's celebration, joyfulness. It feels like the energy of new baby. Whether it's project baby or new baby, something has arrived. Yeah, brand new gift, brand new talent. Really, really new, fresh, new resources, new gift. Something has arrived. January, February. February is rest, rest, rest. Take care of yourself, take care of yourself. The Four of Swords. This is really when you need to get good sleep. You need to withdraw a little bit. You need to renew, recharge, retreat. But mostly recharge. You've done a lot through here. The recharge energy. There needs to be a little bit of restoring your own peace coming in February. Yeah, there's been a little bit of heartache through. Some of this is not easy work to do, but there's been a little bit of heartache. If somebody says third party betrayal, and that's all they say about the Three of Swords, they're missing it. Because there's so many other things that we learn that are knowledge that we have to let go of, go beyond, expand beyond. And sometimes this is tricky for us to even let go of different aspects or versions of our earlier self. It feels like that's what's happening all through here. And that's okay. Getting more clear and learning a proper sense of compassionate detachment. Yeah, Five of Wands. Compassionate detachment is needing to come through here. This is important. Now you had this over here in September. You show her this? You had this here. This was different people's ideas, and I told you there's a lot of people with great ideas, and you have to hold true to your course. You're getting reminded to hold true to your course again, and you're going to have to stand for self a little bit differently. And this one, it feels like hungrier. The people are hungrier. They're going to be a little bit pushier. It could be that there's a falling out with somebody because they really want to override your power about your idea, about how you want to take things about. When they want to push your boundaries and override, and you're telling them flat no. And they aren't going to like it, and their ideas, it's going to feel like you're butting heads, and it feels like a little bit of power struggle with one person in particular. It's not the end of the world at all. It's just you need to be true to yourself and compassionately detached and let them know this is where you stand, and that's just that. Yeah. You're going to have to separate from this person for a period of time, and it's going to serve you both well, but it will feel like you guys are on the outs. Anything else? Back to the Hierophant. Back to March now. Page of Cups. Love it. Beautiful, beautiful. This is that energy of creative surprise, creative delight. This is you put the cup in the water and you get the fish out too. There's something more substantial when you create, like the artist. This is what's happening here. Something comes full circle for you and allows you to execute your plan, carry it forward, carry your gift forward, and then level up, leveling up here, leveling up again here. That's what I've got. That's complete. That's what's going on for you. It's really kind of a little bit of a wild ride, but a really good one. Yeah. This juggle energy that comes up in August, try to flow with it as much as you can. Try to stay balanced with it as much as you can. Not extreme up, extreme down, extreme up, extreme down. No. Try to gentle juggle. Learn temperance in this area. All right, that's clear. Yeah. Yeah, this one kicks some serious ass. When you have the Hierophant over here and the High Priestess here, you've got a year of wisdom really, really coming in the traditional sense and in the non-traditional sense. Big time. All right.
Wow.
Yeah, that was beautiful. Love it, love it, love it. Yeah, that's great. All right, I'm going to get a little bit of water.
I love and feel this, really trying to feel balanced and grounded to prepare what's coming ahead.
Yeah, and you're going
For
to
what's
probably
ahead,
get
so.
tested on the balance issue throughout the whole year, particularly in those months. So do your best to keep grounded. Is wise, really smart for you. So whatever it is, if you need to start your day by getting grounded, or if you're feeling like frenzied or overdone, overcooked, whatever you call it, slow it down and get yourself grounded. There's nothing wrong with taking the time to do it. It serves you really well.
And thank you so much.
You're welcome, honey. You are welcome.
Okay, Alicia's up next. A pinch and a blind.
Okay, a pinch and a blind. Now the pinch we don't have on the menu, so to speak, but it's around, so if you've been in, you know. A pinch and a blind. And this is charms. They read kind of like Lenormand or just like charms, but yeah, a pinch and a blind. And we got to get this ribbon out of here. A pinch and a blind. What do we got here? Wow. Fool's Journey not kicking in just yet. Oh. Are you late? No, you're not. We've got the Alice coming up. Are you late? Are you late? No, you're not. No, you're not. Brilliant ideas are coming your way, but it does feel like you are definitely through the looking glass, down the rabbit hole. Call it what you will. You're in a new kind of different kind of world. Big time, big time, big time. Now scooch this to the side sort of from this angle so we can not have these blocked, because that will help on the YouTube when I upload it later. The brilliant idea, the key, and the music, something that harmonizes great. There is something about Singer's Delight coming through here. Song, Singer's Delight. There's something about the songbird and the music coming in, and it's key. It's key for something. A gift that pierces through the clouds. There's a high harmonic coming through here. I don't know what you're supposed to be doing musically, but you are supposed to be remembering it again. Definitely, definitely. Now this one comes through, and it's being true to self, but it pierces through the clouds to do so. This feels like it's condensed for about a month. It doesn't feel like expansive calendar-wise. It feels like for the next month, possibly 6 weeks tops. This is what it feels like. So whatever the music is, whatever it is that makes your heart sing and makes you happy, start doing it intensely for the next 6 weeks. This is turning the ship, turning the wheel, turning around. It's how you find your way and create change. It's how you become adaptable. Seahorse energy, adaptable, change, doing things, trying different roles, taking on different roles, and redirecting with the captain's wheel here. And then coming through here, we've got the Fool energy, and the Fool is turned, and it looks like the Fool needs turned again. And it's a couple of turns in the direction that you're taking. So the direction you're starting at right now, looking straight across, probably isn't going to be it. You're probably going to turn and then turn. Pivots that will be good, and the capability to steer and redirect and pivot and correct. This is, yeah, you're going to pay attention to lyrics coming through. They're going to pop, pop, pop. Yeah, you should have lots of music running through your home and your environment and your car and your day and your own vocals. And you got to sing from the feet. Now, we're going to go see Heart next month. And is it Anne or Nancy that I always get confused? That is the one that I love. The dark-haired sister. Anne. She sings barefoot. She knows how to sing from her whole soul, her whole body. And this is what I'm asking you to do. Get barefoot as you let the music express itself through you. As you let what you're wanting to express come through. If you are feet planted and grounded, it allows you more fluidity to move. It's also why you see people like doing the stupid Karate Kid or whatever, and they're barefoot in it. It helps them get really, really grounded. It helps you know where your feet are planted, know where you're at, know where you're surrounded by. This is important for you because you're going to have to pivot a couple times before you take next steps, and you're going to be required to take a leap of faith. That's complete.
Okay.
Wow. I love that. That is one of my favorites. Love it. That's a great combination. Great, 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 great. Yeah, yeah. The big key to release and freedom is letting that music express itself through. Yeah.
Totally know and love the sensation when singing.
Yeah, yeah. You know, and if you understand this and you understand singing, you gotta sing. What is it? The words. Why do the words escape me when I'm on camera? Why? It's full all the way around. It's not just deep diaphragm, but it's the way opera singers sing, and it's full. I don't know. I want to say apogeo or something like that, and I don't know what the word is. I cannot think of it, but it's like fully around. Imagine breathing so big that it would have space around you, like almost like a hula hoop. 360 singing. Look up Canadian opera style singing. It will explain it clearly. There's a way of breathing through, and it lets more of the energy express. It's a great way to do. You'll understand.
Arpeggio?
I don't think that's it. I don't know. I just know if you look up Canadian style opera singing, there's a way to do it. And if I get a chance, I'll look back to my voice lessons notes and stuff when I taught and see if I can find the word. I hate when the words escape me like that, but whatever. Yeah.
Blind read.
Blind read. 1 second. Oh, really? Okay. All right. Anything else? You gotta be kidding me. Okay. We've got the Wild Things and the Halloween Dream cards, which I think are Lenormand or Halloween Oracle, but the Wild Things need to be here first. What are we doing? 4 corners? Okay. I thought these would be in the center and surrounding. No, 4 corners is what these are. So, okay, that's what we're getting. This one, I've seen this one. This one comes up with this deck a lot, and it must be because play is so important to me, and play is something we all need to remember to not take life too seriously. I don't know if it's in the shot, but you know, those Sour Patch Kids that are, or the Lemon Heads, or really hot atomic fireball candy. That's what this is. It's those candies that like overload your circuitry sometimes. That's the sense of play that you should be going for. That it's just so much fun. You laugh so hard you pee your pants kind of energy. Yeah, that needs to be there. I don't know why. Focus. Oh, now I know why. It's to balance us out. The play and laugh so hard you pee your pants energy has to be there, because when you're on think, you're on there and you're intense. When you're on play, it needs to be equally intense. Tend to your partnerships. And this isn't just romantic partnerships. It's partnerships. Sometimes it's friendships. Sometimes it's sibling relationships. But it's tend to your partnerships. If you're partnering with a project, it is also a partner. So if you're writing a book, you need to tend to the book. If you're doing a project where you're trying to create or paint something, you need to tend to what it is you partner with. When you marry something, you allow your energy to join another's energy. Another project, another person, another friendship. You're allowing this partnering to happen. There's a willing sacrifice of time and energy that is invested. It's important. And here's to your do-over. Sometimes, yes, I'm getting the analogy of the writer again, and the shitty first draft that you have to do, and you just let it fly, and you pour it all in there, and you might sound redundant, and you'd be like, this is very that, this is very that, this is very that. And you're like, why did I put 3 varies in here? I'm more articulate. I actually do have a vocabulary. Where are my adjectives? And this is like, don't worry about that when you're creating. Allow the creator to create, and then here's the do-over. And you'll know which to scrap, or where to insert adjectives, where to put specifics. You'll know later. So don't put the editor on the job too soon. Let the play corner activate in some of this too. All right. What else we got going forward? Okay. We're going to get the T energy here, the cross energy here. Okay. Fine. Okay. These are very Halloween. Okay. It's spooktacular. I don't know why it's so Halloweeny and spooktacular for you. But you know the fun that Halloween can be, where you try on different costumes, different roles, different masks, all of that. Really, really interesting energy. In the center, we've got wrap it up, come to an end, start anew. You've got to be willing to do this, willing to mask and unmask several times. And then this is saying, Gord vibes, Good luck staying optimistic. This is why the play is so important. These are really cute Halloween ones. Then here, interesting, really interesting. We're getting kindred spirits, and you're right on great instincts right here. Dead on and kindred spirits, and coming together, true soulmate, right by this partnership corner. So whatever it is that the project, the person, the time you're investing, your instincts are right. Your instincts are right. Honor the creative energy of when you invest in partnerships. Honor this. This is like saying true soulmate, kindred spirits. Now, I have soulmates that are like the sisters from the other misters. Then I have Phil, who I believe is my soulmate, like as we would define it in a romantic partnership. This is beautiful energy. Trust your instincts on this. Bottoms up. Take it all in. Topsy-turvy. This is what I'm telling you. Yes, 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 yes. Yeah. Celebrate what it is, the victories along the way. And then holding pattern, needing to act and killing time. This one is a little bit tricky. It's going to be where you have to bring the focus and draw it back in a little bit later. And this is where it comes between the do-over and the focus. Very interesting. These two worked really well together. I would have never suspected. I'm so glad I busted this one out. Even though it's not Halloween season, it's actually trick-or-treat season. It's like treat, 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 trick. Treat, 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 trick. It's something that you're doing. Killing time and the need to act. After you've focused, after you recognize, yeah, this is where I need to put in, instead of the very, you need to have articulate, specific, adjectives, verbs, describers, focus. Okay? That's complete.
It all resonates well.
Yeah, it's beautiful. I love this for you. Yeah, you're getting a Halloween vibe all year. Love it, love it, love it. And this is the Halloween Dream Oracle deck. Super cute. Super cute. Love
Is that good, Ange?
It's
Halloween
good.
all year?
I have the Trick or Treat Tarot, and I got a second one. Like, I was looking at it, and then instantly called Phil on the phone. I need a second one of this one. I love it. It resonated so well with me. And this one does too. I must love Halloween more than I even realized. But yeah, it's great. So that's what I got. And this one feels like it's going to have that kind of resonance too. You're trying on different costumes, different roles, different experiences. And it's not wrong to have one day you're a ballerina and the other day you're a dragon. That's just fine.
Thank you so much. Had a rough go for the last few months, but better days are coming.
Yeah, and the play energy is where it starts. So, you know, if you've had it like a Sour Patch Kid and you're like, maybe you do need a little bit of an atomic fireball, cinnamon candy or something like that. Yeah, that's what it feels like.
Yes, better days, Alicia. It's finally going to warm up in Montana.
Hooray!
Like,
hooray!
I've been to Colorado the last 3 weeks, and it's
gosh.
like, man, I'm glad I haven't had to go to Montana.
Makes me
Montana
worry.
has just been wasted. And now finally it's going to start warming up. But now they're talking about ice jams and floods, and it's like,
Well, is
ugh.
Steph still in the room?
I don't think so.
I don't know if Steph's still in the room. I asked because she's really much better than I am
Oh, she is.
on the astrology.
Steph is here.
But it seems like that somehow March, something's happening around, I think it might be March 14th, I don't know, mid-March, and it's not just the Ides of March, but it seems like something astrologically is going right about that time. Steph, what do you got on that? Anything? I know, put you on the spot. Put you on the spot much? Put me on the spot much? Yeah.
Krista said equinox.
Possibly. That would explain a lot of it, but yeah. It feels like the whole world just had chaos, tough. And in March, the whole world gets a little
Steph
bit
said,
of a
I'm
push
painting,
forward.
so not chatting much.
Okay,
So
okay.
she's here
That's
now.
what we'll call it equinox for now. You guys can check it out later. But it feels like it's pushing. It feels like the time is coming through.
Alicia said she's right. There's something coming together.
Yeah. It's like just this buzzy energy that you kind of feel, and it's not so far off in the distance. Yeah.
Can't remember what it is, Alicia said.
That's all right. That's okay. you can check Astro blah blah blah. Check it. It'll know better than
I'm
me.
sure there's an app.
I don't have to know that right now. I'm sure there is an app. All right.
Or Mars goes direct finally.
I
Christopher.
don't know. Tarot is my wheelhouse. Astrology, I'm a little bit weak on.
It feels amazing though, Alicia.
Yeah. It feels like, you know, when you see the green just starting to perk up on the trees. That's what it feels like.
Just give it options. LOL, Crystal.
Yeah. Okay.
Krista, sorry, Krista.
What's next?
Okay, next up we have Annie
Okay.
for a year ahead.
Woo! Okay, Annie for the year ahead. Where is it? Under the Oak for Annie's year ahead. Annie's year ahead. There's something about planting and getting deep roots that is important. Not even if you were to uproot, even if you were moving tomorrow, I would tell you you need to honor a deep root. You need to sink a tap. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Deep roots. The Fool and the Page of Swords. This is really, really interesting. That you need to get deep roots, deep roots. There's something ancestral coming through, ancestral guidance coming through. This feels like it looks like a headstone to me. And this is coming through as the Page of Swords that's witnessed and seen things. This feels like one of the ancestors trying to get through. Do we have anything more on this to help you carry forward with your new start energy coming forward? Yeah. It feels like this one understands what it's like to feel out in the cold. Understands. Yes, okay. This one understands a little bit of that role of black sheep or a little bit of that role of outsider, and understands that there is a season for that to be, and there is reason for the change and an honoring of self that needs to happen in a strong, strong way. Really, really. I don't even know this is the right name, but this is the name you could use if it helps you call the energy of Moira. I don't know what that is. I don't know that to me all that is an Irish name, but if you call the energy of the Moira, I don't know what that's about. Wow, yeah, I'm getting Moira, and there is visual presenting, very, very feminine, very alluring type of energy, sparkly, twinkly eyes that tend to get you in trouble. A little bit of mischievousness that comes through with this energy. You need to allow the Fool to play. You need to allow the Fool to sing and dance. You need to allow the Fool energy and the fresh start energy to come through for you. She thinks it's a little overdue. Yeah, okay, all right. I don't know what's going on with that. I haven't seen her before. Yeah, that's what I'm getting. Okay. March, April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December, January, February. Okay, all right. We're good to go here. She wants one more time through the ring. Yes, fairy rings. I don't know if you have Irish ancestry or what, but there is connection with Moira, and there is connection with Ireland, and connection with fairy rings coming through so strong it's ridiculous. It's ridiculous. But there's somebody that is an artist that did like fairy circles, fairy circle rings. There's something, if you saw that art, it would be something that would help you access information. I don't know what that's about. I don't know the artist that did it. I don't know the name. I don't have it in me. But it's like a woman and there's like little fairy lights glowing. I don't know what that is. Okay, yeah, okay. She's like on with the show kid, okay. I didn't expect to be doing this one, but that's how we're doing. So, okay. I didn't expect anybody named Moira popping in either, but okay. All right, we're in March. What do we got here? The Lovers as defined by strength. This is something about your choice, your soul contract going forward. It's not so much about the Lovers as the relationship. This is a card that means choice and how you choose to go forward under an angelic guarded time, and then strength moving forward and following the nudge. These are the next steps, and these are the 6 and 7 cards. Now this is out of 2 separate decks. They weren't stacked side by side, 2 separate decks, but these two, the choice that you make leads easily into the next choice. This is March. The choices that you make are important. April. 9 of Cups coming through, your wish, your screeing and seeing. Yeah. Wow. Screeing and seeing is coming through strongly, strongly on this. Moira knows about this. This is very much an opening up of the third eye, and the High Priestess is coming through. Huge, huge, huge. Something about you getting under the tree. This is a whole deck. This tarot deck is called Under the Oak. But tapping in with the roots, tapping with the deep ancestry, tapping into the deep gifts. This is what's coming in April, screeing and seeing. Yeah, very much. Scrying. I call it scrying, but scrying. SCRYING. Important gift for you. Practice, practice, practice. Whether you do it with a flame, whether you do it with water, whether you do it black mirror, crystal ball, I don't care. You will be learning how you read. You'll be focus in and then sing. And it will, yeah, okay. 9 of Pentacles coming in. The independent way of seeing, again, referencing the site, again, referencing how this goes, referencing an old gift coming in, and don't chain yourself to old thoughts and old patterns and things you know better than, things that you know not to fuck with. Don't fuck with. You don't need to go in and find all the answers for everything, and you don't need to go near the dark ghosties either right now. Not now. So just because you might be able to have some of that access, that is not where you're meant to access. And it's not meant to spook you. You're meant to do it in a way that's independent, where you learn. Show her these, please. That's April. But you're going to have to let go. Like, this is not the time to go down the rabbit holes of true crime, solving true crime, or anything like that, or mystery type thing. Not in that kind of way. The soul, spirit, light side mystery you're supposed to be on. You can now go down this kind of a rabbit hole in another year. This year, not so much, okay? There's already energetic gombu of the dark variety, of the shadow variety, enough on the planet, and right now you're being asked to use your gift and your way of seeing light and accessing light, clarifying, ocular clarifying. Yeah, it's like calibrating a telescope. You're being asked to use it on the light side. Okay. Hangman energy and King of Wands. Yeah. Okay. This is lots of light, lots of seeing, really, really tuning in, tapping in a good way. You won't just have Moira helping you. There will be, again, I'm getting this Irish, and Green Man type energy in a good way. Ceranos type energy. Hangman coming through. It's a sacrifice to do this, and people are going to think you're a weirdo. You're fucking good with that. No problem. Page of Pentacles and Temperance. Okay. All right. There's a secret, and if this doesn't scream Secrets of Nim, I don't know what does. But that's what I'm getting. Secrets of Nim. It's an old school cartoon movie. It'd be worth a watch for you. I don't know how to explain it. Mrs. Risby, I think, is who I'm getting. Look for Mrs. Risby and Secrets of Nim. You might even catch a few clips of it. Might not be your thing, but it's worth the watch for you. I don't know why. I don't think I've ever referenced that in here, but this is what I'm getting. And Temperance is something about your learning how to deal with that a little bit differently. You're learning how to alchemize, how to transmute, and you don't want to be overly acidic or overly alkaline when you're busy transmuting. It's why this will make you overly acidic. You don't need that. That's too consuming for you, so don't let that be. So we've got June, July, August. King of Pentacles coming through. And the Eight of Swords. This is very interesting. We've got support, 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 support. And what for? For you to become unchained. This feels very much in the reverse. Now, I have so many decks that just because it lands in the reverse doesn't mean that I will feel it in reverse. This one does. This is usually she's surrounded by all the swords. And if the waves just came in, she would be free. But she's like holding herself hostage. Show her this one. It feels like that entire card, how you traditionally see it, should be upside down. Will you tip it? Just so she can see. Because it feels reverse. Feels like the swords are falling away. The old beliefs, and it's not even just the self-sabotage or doubts that are holding you hostage. Old beliefs that you just can't buy into anymore. Those around you might buy into them, but you can't anymore. They're just falling away. And the support is around you. And it's different than what you would expect it to be. There's a balancing of the divine feminine and masculine coming in. You have the lover's energy over here, just like you had it over here. You have the divine masculine over here, and such divine feminine coming in here. It's huge. All right, devil energy here, and it's crossing you in September. You're going to want to push. What I'm getting on this is you're going to want to push, and I'm getting Pandora. This is something that you're not meant to open just yet. You need to be patient. It's like you're getting a glimpse of this a little bit. You're going to be doing shadow work enough as it is. Try and keep yourself in light all the way through 25 and at least halfway through 26. And there's going to be plenty of dark around, because when you do amplify your light, dark will want to come close. And it will help you see your own shadows, but it's not meant for you to be opening other people's Pandora. Other people's can of worms are not for you to open. Yeah, listen, superhero, it's not time to crime fight, all right? This is what it is. Have your guides and your ancestors be present and help you, be present and help you. Have that energy help you. Don't just let any old spirit in. Don't just ask for any old spirits to be in. You don't need to be vampire food, okay? So what I'm telling you is, as you're developing your gifts and letting the spirit guides through, you request only the beings of light and for the highest good. And you put yourself in whatever protective bubble or light bubble that helps you keep that focus there. All right, that's important for you. Six of Pentacles, yeah. You're getting more. You know how to share your gifts in the right and appropriate way. And this will fuck with your discernment. And it's not the time for that. It's not the time. People have different gifts. Some people are gifted to talk to the dead or to literally see the angels or see the dead ones. Some people are gifted to help solve the crimes, to help figure out and solve mysteries. And that is not where you're supposed to be headed yet. Even if sometimes you have an inkling or a suspicion about a thing or about a certain outcome, it's for you to learn discernment and really, really work in the space of light this year. I can't assign it any better. Yeah, okay. Hierophant's coming through. Yeah, light is meant to teach you. Throne is empty. You need to be sitting in and sitting in and with the light. Yeah. Yeah, it's medicine. You got the white deer here. You think white buffalo woman. You think the medicine for the planet. Yeah. Something about your gifts and the way you see and the way you tune in your antenna is big. Again, it was big over here. The way you tune in needs to be dialed in for light. It's like broadcast is the word. When you have a really good antenna, you can broadcast a message pretty clear, and this is what you need to do. So you'd want your antenna, the way you spiritually tap in, to be focused in the light, but it's going to be able to pick up other signals too. You don't need that shit right now. Be very, very aware. Allow your antenna to draw in specific light and be very discerning. Singular. Be singular in what you're doing in your practice. Solitary in your practice is important for you right now. It needs to be right with you. You don't need somebody else, somebody's guru, somebody. No. It's not that you can't get training and education and all of that, but it needs to be rightly aligned here. Okay? All right. So that's September. October. The Magician and the Page of Cups. I love it. You've got all the skill set that you could possibly want or need. Then the Page of Cups comes through, and it comes through like a fawn. And this is a fawn, and fawns are known for like being very much pleasure seeking, very much into joy, into playfulness. Think of Pan and the flute, and think about tempting for fun. This is great. Pleasure seeking in the fun ways, in the light ways, okay? That's what I can leave that at there. This is October. It's a time for playful energy and magic to be happening in such a good way. Such a good way. All right. November. We've got the Lover's energy again, and we've got the Fawn energy again. Knight of Wands coming through. This is a desire to charge forward. You're going to want from November to be into February. You're not there yet, but it feels like once you're done with the Halloween or Samhain or whatever it is, you're not going to want to bother with Thanksgiving, Christmas energy. You want to be the next year. You're wanting to go too fast. Take your path slow and easy, really slow and easy. And then this one, careful in the showing of this, but don't be riding too high about the inspired here, there, everywhere. No, you don't want to be bull in the china shop. You want to be more focused than that, and it will be a challenge to be focused in November for you. Okay, December. We've got the Hermit and the Four of Pentacles. Yeah. Hermit and the Four of Pentacles. This is where you have attained something. And look at this. This is casting. This is casting. You know how to cast. You're going. I don't know if you have a grimoire. I don't know if you have certain poetry. I don't know if you have certain spells, certain songs, certain things. But be mindful of the words and be mindful how you cast. It feels like if we were to do a past life, you would have witches in not just your ancestry, but also this witches in the good way in your line. Fairy energy in the good way, fairy magic in your line. Very much so. Very much lots of magic in your line. This Hermit comes through with this magician energy, super, super strong. How you speak words into existence, how you bring things through and manifest is potent. Be mindful. Four of Pentacles. Be mindful. Be very, very mindful. The things you write, the things you bring through into the material realm, if they fell off, dismiss, get rid, delete, burn, whatever it is you want to do for what feels right for you. And what feels right, value. Yeah, value. Hold tight. Hold tight. And be particular and choosy who you share this with. Whether it's your poetry, whether it's maybe songs that you write or sing just alone by yourself. Some songs are anthems that we carry and we sing just for ourselves. There's songs that Phil has never heard me sing. that he doesn't need to hear me sing. There's songs that I sing when I need to shift my vibration and I know I need to lift and elevate up. There's songs that probably the neighbors have like heard and gone like, is she around the bend again? Yeah, she was. This is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. It's something that you do for yourself that helps elevate and lift yourself when you write a poem. It's not just nursery rhymes to you. When you write, and it doesn't have to be perfect. Don't even go for perfection. Just let the emotion flood the page. And if you put music in any form to it, you will be able to cast in this manner, which is brilliant. It's very, very brilliant to do. These are some gifts that are wanting to come in. That's enough of Pandora's cracked open a little bit for your own personal Pandoras that you want to play with this energy. It's really, a bouncing of the energy, not a balancing, a bouncing back and forth. You're gonna learn how you do energy work. You're gonna learn how you vocalize and express energy work, like through here, and express as in how to expedite energy work, shift and move energy. Really beautiful energy coming through there. Really beautiful gifts coming through about your energy. All right, January. The Chariot and the Nine of Swords. Okay, you're going to have a little bit of anxiety. You're going to have to balance something, January. Balance. And again, I told you from November to February, you're going to want to go fast, 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 fast. If you're going fast on a flat tire, you're going to be fucked. So don't be doing that. Don't be going so fast, 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 fast. You're not paying attention to the vehicle. It means pay attention to your body, pay attention to the tools, the things that you carry, the people you surround yourself with, and don't be going so fast that you're off the road and, needing help down the path. If you have a flat tire and you're going super fast, you're going to be on the side of the road in no time. If you handle a flat tire or handle the air in the tires, check. Do the check. Do the check. And if it means literally, and sometimes in some reads it's come up literally as your car, in January, definitely check your car. But check your physical vehicle too in what you're carrying forward. Be mindful. Don't let anxiety and your thoughts run away with you. This links in again to this devil energy. Don't be overthinking, worry, or over in the negative, no. You'll be challenged by something that will frustrate you. Don't overthink it and don't let it overpower what it is you want when you want to move forward. Just fix what needs fixed. Then move forward. Okay, February. Queen of Wands and Ten of Swords. Yeah, you're moving on, and this is confident. You move on beyond whatever this hurdle was in January. You move on, you let it be. You've fixed it, you've gotten rid of what doesn't serve, and you move into this Queen of Wands energy where you become more approachable. This is why it's important for you to wait. You'll have enough familiarity with these gifts that I've mentioned to you. You'll have enough experience with Moira or color, whoever you will, that you will understand and you'll have a better groundwork laid for yourself. So then if you wanted to go into deeper work of different sorts, you would feel very, very good to do it. But you have to be ready for it. Yeah, this is why you don't want to draw too much too soon. You want to baby yourself as you're going forward and developing this. Yeah, that's what I've got. That's complete. That's a stunner. Holy cow. That is a stunner. Under the Oak is the tarot deck that I use. The Moira's energy is huge here. Yeah. And cloaks. She's telling me about cloaks. The reason people would wear cloaks in earlier days wasn't just to keep the weather out. It was also to keep their energy to themselves. You see people wearing scarves also to keep their energy to themselves. Cloaks to let themselves travel through passages in an undisturbed manner, to guard their own energy. Yeah. Okay, that's what we've got. It's why a magician still wears a cloak. It's to keep the magic to themselves so it doesn't dissipate or diffuse in a way that it should not, or attract what should not be there. Yeah. Okay.
Woo, Angie.
Yeah, that was great. I love that. Beautiful. Holy smokes. Yeah, who knew? Apparently Moira knew. She gives a, you're welcome, Ange. Thanks, Moira.
And you put, wow, that was so much.
I know. Holy cow. What comes through, comes through. Holy cow. Yeah.
Krista put, that was an honor to watch.
Oh, thank you. I'm so excited for you for this year ahead. My goodness. My goodness, yeah, just keep yourself in light, travel light, be full of play when you can. Don't get worried. Don't take other people's drama at all. You'll probably attract more energy vampires and more drama than usual. Let them, not my monkeys, not my zoo. Remember that one for you. Boy, howdy, that was amazing. Wow. Yeah, I need water.
Yep, Krista just put hydrate.
Yeah. Thank you, Krista. I think I will. Holy cow.
Wow, Edge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow. Wow. I love this work. I love this work, and this is why. I mean, every time I'm up here, I love this work. I love, love, love doing this. And so glad you guys are sharing this with me. It's pretty amazing times that we're in. We get kind of bogged by the news and the crazy and the chaos of the world, but there's so much coming forward that is beautiful too. We got to remember it.
And he put, thanks, mind blown.
You're welcome, honey. You are welcome.
Okay, we have 2 pinch reads in a row.
Okay.
First is Krista's friend Jessica, and then Krista.
Okay, 2 pinch reads in a row. And this is for Krista?
Krista's friend
Jessica.
Jessica, yes.
Okay. What have we got a rattle coming through for? We've got the energy of the rattle, like a medicine rattle. Yeah, a rattle. Medicine rattle is coming through. You're going to need a cadence, a 1-2, a 1-2, a 1-2. Yeah, 1-2, a 1-2, a 1-2. All right, what do we got going on here? The money and the luck happen when there's a balance. A 1-2, a 1-2, a 1-2. It's not 1, 2, 3, 4. It's 1, 2, 1, 2. There's yes, also yes. What do they call that? What is it? It's the TikToker thing that piano kids play with. The
Metrodome.
It's like that, you know, and it has a little thing on it, and it's like the stick goes boom, boom. Yeah, you need to be aware of your pacing. Yeah, the metronome is coming through. Oh, look, the piano's right there. Of course it is. Of course it is. Look at this. I don't know if I can... Come on, you goofy thing. So tiny. Do you see that? And they see that it's a piano?
Yeah, I believe so. It's a little fuzzy, but...
It's a piano!
Okay, you can't get it that close.
Yeah, that's the keys for you. The piano is the key. What's up with that? Oh. What I'm getting is classical piano is helpful for you. So if that means you're listening to Beethoven or Bach or whatever, classical piano, Vivaldi. Yeah. I'm getting Vivaldi, the Four Seasons, as a point of reference. I don't know. I don't go around listening to this shit all the time. But if you do, it helps your brain. It helps you study. It helps you carve out and pull forward what it is you need to pull forward a little more clearly in your thoughts. There's something about change happening with the double stars here, the star here, and the starfish here. The key to it is getting your focus. This is where your focus comes a little bit easier. Now, there's sometimes music that's meant for studying or concentration or whatever. And I really think I'm getting the Vivaldi Four Seasons, again with the botanicals coming in, representing, and the seasons. It creates some kind of change. There's something where you're not going to feel so foolish going forward, and it changes midsummer. Now, what do we got here? We've got the bunny coming through. Sometimes this one comes through as the Fool. This one's coming through as Peter Rabbit in McGregor's Garden. Now, if you know Peter Rabbit or Beatrix Potter books, it's an old reference. Not everybody was raised with those, but that's what it is. You're in McGregor's Garden. Life's going to give you something that presents as not very fun. It presents as sour. Don't overindulge on this. And it's almost like Peter Rabbit when he eats so much that he can't get out of the garden, so he's going to get caught. Don't overindulge on the sour. You're going to get something sour. You're meant to make the lemonade with the lemon here. You're meant to find the joy. So whatever this is that's a challenge that's coming your way in summer, don't let it get you sour. Let the transformation and change happen. The magic is there, and then it's also feeling like travel is intended for you. There's a turning. You got unicorn energy here, magic energy here, and the Eiffel Tower. Are you planning to go to Vegas? I think you're planning to go to Vegas. I don't know why. Yeah. It feels like a Vegas recovery trip is good. It's a good idea. Like maybe you study, pass your finals, and then you get like a summer break and you're going to Vegas to just like let off some steam. Be careful, be cautious, because Vegas, I know what happens, stays, I know. Rowdy,
She said no,
fun.
but maybe I should.
Yes. And know exactly how much you're prepared to lose. I'm telling you, this is the bossy as hell, but this is what I'm getting, so I'm not getting in the way. Plan at least 250. Be prepared to lose it and never see it again. But I'd take 250 and I'd spend it on blackjack. And I don't know how. And I'm not trying to get anybody gambling or in trouble. But maybe you'll find that you want to spend 250 at slots or whatever. But I have 250 that you earn and save and put whatever, squirrel it away and be ready to piss it away and have a great time. Yeah, I have no idea why. But yeah. This is like a reward for doing something that's individual victory coming through with all this yellow coming through, a gentling and a softening with this pink. But this is something you do and you transform, and luck is right here with the clover here too. Yeah, I've never told anybody go spend $250 at Vegas. I mean, we live like an hour away from what's called Wendover. It's like right on the border of Nevada and Utah, and it's like probably the closest thing to Vegas that any Utah person's ever gonna see. But yeah, this is what I'm getting. I don't know what that's about. Yeah. And don't let the sour or the overdoing make you bloated and uncomfortable and caught in the negativity. Don't let that happen. That's what I got. That's complete. But yeah.
Wow.
Money and luck and somehow lemons and Vegas. Bing, bing, bing. Yeah. Yeah. And if you do go to Vegas, which I'm not in charge of you, but if you do, look for yellow. Look for sunflowers, yellow, and yellow planets. Look for that. I don't know why. Okay.
She put, wow.
Yeah, weird.
Crystal put, that's the slots.
Yeah. Bing, bing, bing. I don't think anybody's gotten that one before. But yeah, and have the 250. If you lose the 250, don't be mad at me. But at least you'll have the 250 that you can afford to lose. I can't guarantee you're going to win or lose. I don't know. I'm not the dealer. I'm just reading charms. But if I was you, I'd have 250 that you know you can afford to lose. Maybe that means you'll save 500 and you'll have 500 ready to go. And at 250, if you're on the losing streak, then just stop. But it might be that it turns out different. I don't know. Wow. Okay. What's next?
Hold on.
I don't know what it's about.
Stephanie said, laughed my ass off. I was talking about you earlier and how close you are to Wendover.
Steph, you ought to come out here and we'll go to Wendover. Sorry, Phil, you're not invited.
Oh,
No,
jeez.
Steph and I will go. No boys allowed. Yeah, funny.
Wendover is Utah. West Wendover is Nevada.
Yeah, but
And
they're like the boundary line, left side of the street, right side of the street, almost.
like on the street, they have a white line and it says Utah, Nevada.
Uh-huh.
And as soon as you cross that white line, the parking lot for like the Nugget or something is right there. Half the parking lot is Utah, half the parking lot is Nevada. It's good.
So
kind of
my
a
daughter
trip.
goes to Wendover to just get like a staycation that's a close to home but out of town and back again. And she's not big into gambling or anything. And then one of my stylists that used to do my hair, she goes just by herself to get away. She doesn't take anyone with her. And she always wins in Wendover. She always wins. I don't know anybody luckier in Wendover. Like, for her, whatever that is, maybe it's just she gets peace and quiet, so it's a good vibe, and the slots treat her kindly. I don't know, but whatever.
Krista said, "Oh, I want to come."
Yeah.
Fly to Salt Lake, Krista.
Come on out.
Yeah, Angie
Come
will
on
pick
out.
you up and
And we'll go to Wendover.
and Steph will meet us and Bama. Well, us, not us.
We'll be off to the
It's-
races.
it's not me.
Maybe we'll let Phil hang out.
I'm
or
not
maybe
invited.
not. You're not invited with Steph and I unless we change our minds. Okay.
Mario and I can hang out.
That's right. That's right. You guys can do your own thing. All right.
She said, "I will. I've never been, so I'm down."
Okay.
Oh, and Steph put party bus. Yeah, okay.
Yeah, well, I don't know. I'll have to think on that. This could be almost like hosting a party. Who knows? Okay. All
Okay,
right.
now it's Krista's turn.
Okay.
Pitch.
This is turn for the pitch. Ribbon out of the way. Yours is coming up totally different. We've got kitchen energy. Stirring up the pudding, stirring up the pudding. Kitchen energy coming through. What do we got here? Oh my God, so many ingredients. Wow. All right. Yeah. Yeah. Here we have like margarita energy, having a drink while you're cooking and you're in the kitchen. This is what's going on. It's not midnight margaritas. No, it's like just drinking something, enjoying the process of cooking. I don't know why that's so strongly there, but it is. What are you brewing? What are you cooking? If the cooking is a metaphor for a project, what are you doing? What are you investing in? Because you got the money bags here, the butterfly that needs overturned here. Even butterflies need to rest sometimes, and if cooking, literally baking, cooking is something that's restful for you, then do that. Yeah, there needs to be a slow weaving in order to allow the wings to rest a little bit. You understand flight, but there needs to be a slow weaving. The magic is here again. There's that same damn unicorn. I don't know how it got out. And the starfish, too. Wow. There's a magic in slowing down for you. There's something a magic in whether you're making chocolate chip cookies or making pudding and you're having to wait until it gets thick, that kind of thing. There's a magic in the kitchen for you. There's very kitchen witch energy. Yeah. What's this purple coming in? It's a certain seasoning. And it's the grape color, but I'm getting balsamic vinegar. What is that? Why am I getting it? It's very chefy, posh. Like balsamic vinegar and oil when you dip the fancy Italian breads in it, and it's just perfect. It's simple, and it's very posh good. It's very, very nourishing. There's something that comes in also, a partnering or a friendship energy that's coming in the kitchen. I don't know if you bake with a friend, or if you bake with one of your kids, or bake with, I have no idea. It feels like baking with a friend. Now, I have a friend, and she does the chefing, and I'll do the sous chefing, right? And it feels like such a fun thing whenever we create. It's a great thing. It's a great thing. It feels like the creating together energy, whether it's cooking and baking literally, or doing a project that you're both honoring each other's gifts on. It's important. And the energy of purple is coming in. This is something you know. It's something you not just know how to do or that you could do, but it's something that the collaboration is a good thing. Then the butterfly over here comes through. This is the lavender. This is the good blend. It softens. Then the butterfly takes flight. Moon energy here. It's going to be a couple of months before this happens. You've got the star energy here, the starfish energy here, the blue in the throat and the expression. It's a matter and a way of expression. And then Alice is coming through in a different kind of way. Now, Alice doesn't usually come up. This is twice we've seen her. A lot of magic coming through, and seeing it through a different lens is important for you. And then we got this. Now, you guys have seen how much I've shaken this. The Eiffel Tower is coming through, and there isn't hints of Vegas coming through here. There's ocean, there's beach, there's lake. There's like ocean, beach, lake house energy coming through. We got Fool and Namaste and peace coming through here. Now, I don't know how to show this, but honey, can you show them this? I'm trying to get it so you can see it very clearly. But I'm getting the Fool energy coming through, and I'm getting like a Namaste energy, be at peace, be at peace. And then the mellowing, the softening coming through for you. And music softens. There's a pink energy coming through. Things that are bougie and things that aren't. You might have friends that are super bougie, or Tacky the Penguin. That's a kid's book reference. If you've read it, great. If not, you don't know it. But there might be like City Mouse and Country Mouse energy between you and this person going on. And it's very peaceful, very complementary. It works well together. Inspires dreams. It's that weaving thing again. It's the weaving that helps enhance both of you on the monetary aspect and enhances the gifts. Helps you create something very satisfying and nourishing coming through. Yeah, take your time doing what it is on your own in the kitchen. And then when you can, when it works out and it's convenient, when it works out for you and the other party to create whatever it is, doesn't matter if it's banana bread or pudding or you're just having, I don't know, chicken dinner, I don't know. Whatever it is, it's breaking bread with this person is important to you. And those moments last more than just the hours that are spent that evening. It is a good, refreshing occasion for the soul is what I'm getting. Lake house energy again coming in. What do we got on that? Why is that there? Okay. You need to be able to feel the waves under you. You need to be able to feel the flow. Or you need to be able to feel the stillness. There's a difference between turbulence and feeling the waves and riding the waves and enjoying them. And there's a difference between that and stillness, and you need to feel both. You need to feel this in a gentle way, and you need to feel still. There's something that's deep in here. This lake house and cooking metaphor is also for the relationship, whatever that's about. That's what I've got. You'll see it from a different height. This is coming in more of not the, it's the Eiffel Tower, but it's not coming in as the Eiffel Tower or as the Tarot Tower. It's coming in like Lenormand Tower, an elevated height, wisdom, established wisdom of something that's been a long time coming, that's built up, and being able to see a bigger perspective because of it.
That's exactly what I want my hearth to feel like.
Oh, good.
Kitchen.
Good. Yeah, it's very hearth and home energy. Very much. That's what I've got. So if you're doing things that get you in that lake house, hearth and home energy, you're on the right path. That's what I've got. That's complete. That's gorgeous. I love it. It might not be as exciting as the Vegas, but it's still, and it's chill. And it's like having a glass of wine and totally enjoying it. Having the Italian meal that comes off without a hitch and it's perfect. You know, that kind of thing. That's what's come through. Love it. That's what I got.
Okay.
Rich reward on this. It's not just a coin or a dime. It's a money bag. With rich reward. So worthy of the investment of time to do it, to slow it down to do that. All right.
Okie doke, Ange, that is it.
Okie doke. All right. Well, then I will probably see you guys on Monday. And I might have a little bit of a blurb coming up in the weekend. I don't know. We'll see. So, but Monday at 11 for sure, I'll see ya. My grandson might be coming over for a sleepover. We might watch, it's called Death in Paradise. It's a BBC mystery show. And it's just he and I watching this show. Even though they've made a million of them. He likes it. So we might
Krista put that is beautiful. And then before that is exactly my mojo.
Good. Yay. So glad. Okay. Well, I think that's it for today then.
Yep. Thanks, everyone. Thanks, Krista. Thanks.
Thank you, everybody. I love this.
Thanks, Kim.
Love you guys so
Thanks,
much.
Jeff.
Thank you. Mwah. Big hugs and kisses. Bye, guys.
See ya.